Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to day 1 of the 12 days of Christmas on my channel. This is for the 2017 holiday Christmas season, and it is actually season 4. That's right, the 4th season of the 12 days of Christmas on my channel ever. That means I started this in 2013. So thank you guys. I just want to take this time right now to show my appreciation for all of your guys' viewerships over the past 4 years, because I would not be here with almost 27,000 subscribers if it wasn't for you guys' continued support. So thank you guys again. It really means a lot to me. You guys have no idea, but this is really my motivation, my main motivation in life. It's the best thing, just doing YouTube and interacting with you guys as a nice hobby. It's like my cars hobby, my YouTube. It's really just the best of both worlds. So let's get right into today's day, I guess you could say. We will be reviewing Primer Lightning McQueen with the phone back there. All these other cars, they're not special. I already reviewed them before. If you'd like to see my review of another multi-pack with all of them pretty much in it, the link for that will be in the description below. A lot of people requested me, or suggested I should say, to review Primer McQueen, but I randomized it and chose Vlad Brick Studios for the shout out. So Vlad, thank you for requesting this, and all those other people as well. I thought it was a great idea, and going into the 12 days of Christmas this year, I wanted to review Primer McQueen, so I'm glad that quite a few people made that possible by suggesting him. So thanks again, Vlad Brick Studios. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope everyone does as well. So without any further ado, let's just take a look here at the packaging. Of course, this is the Toys R Us exclusive 10-pack, as they call it, Return to Radiator Springs. And you just have the basic kind of Cars 3 red and black design with the window there. And it does say, first look at Primer McQueen. Now, Primer McQueen is also available as a single in the Radiator Springs Classic series, which is a series exclusive to Toys R Us as well. However, if you live in the United States, you have not been able to find that in any stores yet. For some reason, this guy here has a single, which he is slightly different as a single. Of course, he doesn't come with the phone, and his expression and paint finish is slightly different. And when I do get that version, I will review him in a separate video. But yeah, it's been available in Europe and Canada. I don't know why it hasn't hit the US yet. But anyway, blindsided by a new generation of Piston Cup racers, Lightning McQueen finds himself suddenly pushed out of the sport he loves. To get back on top, he will need the help of a young race technician, inspiration from the late fabulous Hudson Hornet, and guidance from a few old friends along the way. On the other side, you just have the plain logo. On the back here, again, you have first look at Primer McQueen, which again, first look just means it's first available in this set and may be re-released in the future, which it was, although it's slightly different, making this one an exclusive at the moment. Lightning McQueen is relaxing with his Radiator Springs friends when he gets an exciting phone call about a new racing center. And then you can see that this set also includes Sheriff, Flo, Lizzie, Sarge, Red, Fillmore, Sally, Luigi, and Guido. And it says, recreate scenes from Cars 3. And Red is a deluxe vehicle, so they definitely want you to know that, because they're giving you a pretty good deal. 10 cars is retailed for $45 in the US, so that's pretty good deal. That's a pretty good deal, especially since deluxes would normally cost more anyway. So I'll be right back with the set all opened up. So this is the transgression of McQueen's paint jobs in Cars 3. He started with the Rust-eze one, and that's the one he crashed in, so that caused him to, kind of not have a paint job and just have this primer look, because obviously his paint was all scratched and he was dented, so you couldn't really repaint that, so he just stripped himself basically and took on this primer state. And then Ramon gave him the Cars 3 look, as they call it, which is this one right here with the flames. And then when he went to the Rust-eze Racing Center, Sterling gave him the suit, which is basically like a wrap on top of the paint job like this. And once that was shredded, he went back to this for the final race as well. But I'm not going to show him twice. And so by the end of the movie, he became a fabulous Lightning McQueen, which I think is all of our favorites. At least it's my favorite. And then probably Rust-eze or Racing Center McQueen. Today though, we will be focusing solely on the primer version. If you'd like to see my reviews of some of the other ones, the links are in the description below, along with the card suggestion in the top right hand corner. As for the appearance of McQueen here in his primer state, for 6 months after the crash, he was basically hibernating in Doc's old shed, his barn, where he kept all of his piston cups. McQueen was watching Doc crash. He was super duper sad and depressed. So Sally comes in, talks to him a little bit, gives him a pep talk. Then Mater comes in, says he's getting a call from Rusty and Dusty on the phone, which the phone is pretty much right next to Flo's V8 Cafe. So McQueen comes out of the cave, the hibernation cave, takes the call, and like all the Radiator Springs townies are there listening in because it seems to be pretty important. And Rusty and Dusty, who were the owners, operative word is were the owners, that's right. They tell McQueen that they sold Rust-eze to Sterling, of course, and so he built this big Rust-eze Racing Center and all these trainees are there and it's super high tech. And he basically encourages McQueen to try racing again and go with Mac to the racing center. And so that was the whole scene there with the phone and McQueen in his primer state. And that's why McQueen is looking pretty happy because he's like, there's a chance for me still. But it's kind of sad that Rusty and Dusty sold Rust-eze because Sterling, he's not the coolest dude, if you guys know what I mean. So as for the phone right here, it's pretty cool. It says phone right there in like a white text, blue background. I don't know why the O has a circle in it. If that's supposed to be like that, maybe it is. Maybe it's like an eye. It kind of looks like an eye. And it's like a FaceTime camera as well. Maybe that's why it says phone with the eye, because you can like see the other person on the line. And so there are Rusty and Dusty. I don't know, Rusty looks kind of weird. Doesn't he look a little weird? Like, I know this is not the best angle. It's a little dark, but I mean, it just looks kind of strange to me. He looks better as a die cast. But you can kind of see the edge of the Rust-eze tent over there. So I don't exactly know where they are because they shouldn't be at a Rust-eze tent because they should be at the racing center. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. It's cool though. Then you can see the speaker there where the audio comes out, some sort of button down here, and then some more controls along with a bunch of numbers, like going from 1, 2, 3. So very small, and I'm sure that's just like the dial pad to call someone. So very, very nice. He just speaks into the phone. There's no like actual thing that he puts up to his ear. The one complaint I have with this is that, you know, it's plastic, but it has so many codes on it. You have the date stamp there, and then on the back, oh my gosh, they literally just listed everything, didn't even try to hide it. So that's a little disgusting to me, but I guess it is what it is. They couldn't really avoid that because of legal stuff. Now, there has been a phone in the past, and it came with Roybal from the first Planes movie, if you guys even remember Planes. I know, it's been a while. It's been like 4 years. But anyway, here is his elaborate phone. It's a lot bigger. As you can see, it's huge compared to McQueen's. And it has this thing, which is, you know, a hand-held or fork-held phone that you put up to your ear, basically. So a little bit cooler in my opinion, but at least they are both accurate to their movies. And this is like another control panel that came with Roybal. I guess Mattel felt obligated to include a bunch of accessories with Roybal because he's not a plane, he's just a little pitty. But he is pretty big, by the way. Just a little size comparison there. So as for Primer McQueen himself, I do like the expression. It's kind of similar to the one on the normal Cars 3 McQueen. It seems like the eyebrows are a little lower, the eyes are a little bigger, and the mouths, though, do look to be about the same. Comparing him to the Rust-eze McQueen expression, pretty different, because the eyebrows here are symmetrical, basically. These are not. Rust-eze McQueen has a determined expression there, so very different. And Fabulous McQueen has a pretty just calm expression there. Same smile, though. And now he is just coated in this shiny gray, which doesn't make much sense because the gray shouldn't be shiny, and that's why the single version of Primer McQueen has a matte finish, which just makes more sense. And it's actually not like all solid gray, like as you can see here on his roof with the roof flaps there. It's kind of like a foggy smoke gray, as if it's not like all the same, which is nice because that's just how it was in the movie and how it would be realistically. So on the sides there, it's just a little bit lighter. He still has his headlights, 95, his red text there with the white trim. Now, really, he shouldn't have that because, I mean, why would you have a decal if you're in a primer state? But I know I think the Pixar post talking about this one time. It's probably just because they want to make him identifiable for kids. Black Lightyear tires still with the red rims, so, you know, giving him his classic look, which are the same rims that he has for the Cars 3 paint job. Gas cap right there. On the back, you just have the taillights and nothing else. Just a little bit more smoke gray, as I like to call it, mixed in with the gunmetal gray. So, pretty cool. I mean, there's not much to say about him. Here's the base if you're interested. But still definitely a necessary car you need to have in your collection. And by the way, I just wanted to say, if you live in Mexico, this 10-pack was exclusive to Sam's Club, I believe. It's kind of strange because there are Sam's Clubs in the USA too, but I guess Mattel just chose Toys R Us for the lucky winner. Lucky winner chicken dinner. Isn't that what they say? Or more so for cars, it was lucky something Primer McQueen exclusive. Whatever, I'm making a fool of myself, but that is all for my review of Primer McQueen. Let me know in the comment section below, out of these 3 paint jobs, which are kind of like the really unique to Cars 3 paint jobs, which one is your favorite? Mine is definitely Fabulous McQueen, and then probably Rust-eze Racing Center. So I'm sorry, Primer McQueen, but these other two are just way cooler in my opinion. But maybe your opinion is different, so let me know in the comments below. And yep, like I said, I will review the other Primer McQueen when I get him in the future if he ever hits the United States. But if he doesn't, still don't worry because I'll probably have to buy one for $50 from eBay from Canada. So it'll work out either way. It just depends on how my wallet's gonna feel after. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you Vlad Brick Studios for the request again. I hope it was an enjoyable video. I hope it was a good start to the 4th season of the 12 Days of Christmas on my channel. I hope you guys liked the background there. We got the snowman, we got a bunch of trees, we got Christmas cards, of course, with the addition of Sarge, who was new this year, so that's cool. And it'll be even different tomorrow. And I think tomorrow the review will be... what will it be? I think it'll probably be a new car that I haven't already reviewed, which is good for you guys because some of these will have to be repeats just because it's just the way it is. So, I'll see you guys for tomorrow's video. Bye now!